I'm Colleen Derrick with Swaggers Insurance. Welcome to Giving and Generosity 5.2, Release the Hounds. What is the way to get a strategic legacy when we give to community and friends? Things to consider: plan for unity on the community, unity in the community. That means you might need to get involved. Do you know the people on the board? Do you know the people on the management team? Do you have maybe some time you can commit to volunteering and be on the board yourself? Do you maybe just want to cultivate some of those relationships? So we're cultivating relationships, we're committing to communication, and we are clarifying our purpose to crystallize the good. Did you like all those C's? Well, I'm a C. C's are amazing. And commitment to community and clarifying purpose and communication, these things are all good C's that come into play when you're wanting to give to community. And to see that really be a thriving legacy, whether it's a shorter term project, a longer term project, whether it's a now giving or a later giving or an ongoing giving stream, perhaps it's best coupled maybe with some of your time. That's something to consider. How much time are you willing to commit to this gift, and what structure do you want to do that? Boards and management teams are key, and just having that conversation with them, do it. And do you care? You know what if you don't care? You're like, I don't care. These are such amazing people. This is such a good organization. You don't know how amazing the people that are involved with this are, and they are just going to come up with something incredible. I just want to give them money and see what they do with it, because it's just going to be so cool. Great. Do that. Find an organization like that, take your hands off, give the gift, let them know it's coming if it's going to be a later gift, or work with your professionals to get an income stream to it so that they can count on that being an ongoing income stream source, so they can do some neat brainstorming around what they could do with that consistent, sustainable income stream. Have at her. But ask that question to yourself: do I care? Do I care? And then accountability. And whether that's, again, your friends that you're committed with, or in the community, is there accountability there? If I'm giving this to a young adult, do I want to have a trustee in place and some conditions around that? If I'm giving money to my kid to buy a house, right? Do I want to just gift that chunk of money? I guess, well, sorry, that was family and this is friends. But if I'm giving to my friend to buy a house, same thing, right? It's whether that's to a kid or a friend. Those same questions are, is there some accountability in there? So do I want to give them a gift of money, or do I want to give them a gift of coming in as a co-owner or a silent partner? Because then I have some accountability options to hold them up to a certain level of making sure they take care of the property. Making sure that, we don't just get a huge raise, and I wanted to help them have a home, and we get a huge spike in real estate and they just turn around and sell the property and take the profits and run. Well, that wasn't what I had in mind. So how do I build some of that accountability in there with that legacy mindset, right? When I want to accomplish this purpose. And when we have friends, that can wreck a friendship. So again, having ways and brainstorming, and again, having a team of counselors that you discuss that with, that you can trust on, how do we build in some accountability, has some value. An interesting thing, and this is going to tie in with giving to charities, but another interesting thing to consider, so I just bring this out for you to think about, is what if I have a friend and we are in the same organization because it's an amazing organization and we're really passionate, we're working together and we're collaborating, and it is just so good, and for whatever reason, I don't need a charitable donation tax credit now because my taxes are fine and my estate's all good, so I don't need one then. But you know what? I have this friend that could use some tax credits. Well, do I want to give that money then maybe to my friend and let them gift that to a charity? What an interesting thought. What an interesting thought. And again, that goes back to, do they have an advisor that they're working with that they can maximize their bang for the buck with that gift? Or is it just a simple one? And again, do I care? What am I, and go back to number one. Why am I giving this money? Anchor it back to your anchor it back to your why, and think about some of those things, because maybe you've got some neat options there that you just haven't ever thought that, hey, maybe that was a possibility?